The context of this brief was to create two epubs, one fixed and one reflowable, to be published on a live online platform for free download or for purchase. This involved working with a large text document for the reflowable epub novel and text, imagery, and interactivity for the fixed, and researching the parameters and requirements for successfully publishing an ebook to an online platform. My first insight I gained from this brief, and class altogether, was that as a graphic designer, technologies and market trends move quite quickly, and it is important to have your finger on the pulse and know what is popular. For example, ebooks. And if it is applicable, cater your passive income to meet the needs of the market, which will optimize your sales and success as a graphic designer. This is applicable in all aspects of design and even print. Knowing what is out there and how you can elevate your work from your competition will give you an edge to both employers and clients. Another insight was gained as I created my recipe ebook using iBooks Author, which is a program I had never used before, and I wanted to share pros and cons with you so that it can inform your decision of which program to use if you create another ebook in the future. I found the pros to be importing image and video very simple, as it was just drag and drop the media into your file. There are a lot of templates available online that can easily be adapted to suit your needs and easily create a professional looking ebook, which may be good for people who don't necessarily have a design background. The interactivity was much simpler than InDesign to create. It was very simple to add accessibility to the book, and publishing to iBooks was a breeze, as the required sizes and elements were already inbuilt into the pages available in the program or the template. The table of contents was very automated and did not need to be laboured over. The biggest and probably only con I found when using iBooks is it is very limited and difficult when it comes to formatting imported text. There are very little options compared to InDesign, and I found this quite frustrating. My final insight was found after researching extensively about designing ebooks. I found ample information on the differences of designing a print book cover and one for web. Different to a physical bookstore full of print books, searching for a book online relies more on the metadata than the cover itself, as keywords are used to search for books. But this is not to say that the cover design is not important. The cover design for an ebook is predominantly viewed as a thumbnail, and because of this, it is recommended that the design should be stripped down and focus on three main elements: background, typography, and image. The background should always have a colour, texture, or image and never left white, as it would be most likely lost in a sea of well-designed covers, and often online platforms will reject something with just a plain white background cover. I also learnt that the top half of the cover is the most important, and because of this should be designed with that rule in mind, have the most striking or important elements in the top section. It was also important to, before you start designing the cover, that you know the requirements of the platform you want to publish your book onto. For iBooks, I found that only a JPEG or a PNG at a minimum width of 1400 pixels can be used. It is recommended to use either 1400 by 1873 pixels or 1600 by 2400 pixels, the latter being optimized for newer iPads with a large screen. In future, I will endeavour to use what I have learnt in this project to approach web design and print design with different strategies, thinking about the best way to approach the design and also the market it will reach in either the print or web worlds, which is something I had not really thought about too much in the past. I will also endeavour to keep up to date with where the market is in different avenues of the design industry, and also use that information to inform how I design and who and what I am designing for.